Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you are fine and enjoying your life. Today we are going to study lesson number 6, which will be delivered to you on Wednesday, 10th of this month. And the topic is very simple, that is continuous tenses. First of all, we'll discuss present continuous tense, and in that we'll discuss affirmative sentences. So here in this type of sentence, we use the subject he, she, it, and singular noun. With this, we use is and we, you, they, and plural noun, we use are. With I, we use am, and with all, we use ing form of verb, and then we use the object. In next is the negative sentences. And here the only difference is that we insert not after the auxiliary is not, are not, am not, and the rest of the structure is same. In interrogative type of sentence, we just bring auxiliary is, am, are in the start of the sentence, and we put a question mark at the end. The rest of the structure is same. Okay, now we'll discuss time expression, which is very important as it is present continuous tense. So we use now, right now, at the moment, nowadays, these days, currently, at present, presently, simultaneously. Simultaneously means at the same time. So if you use at the same time, even you can use this in this tense, this week, this month, or even you can use tomorrow, next week, or tonight. Let's see, why do we use tomorrow, next week, or tonight? First of all, we'll discuss the usage that it is used in for continued present actions. For example, I am just leaving for a walk. So second type of use is that we use it in for arranged or planned future actions. As I told you that we use tomorrow, next week, such type of expressions, time expressions in this type of tense. So we use it for this purpose when we use this tense for to talk about planned future actions. For example, Mary is going to a new school next term. Okay, so that was the end of present continuous tense. Now let's start past continuous tense, and again it's very easy. All type of structures are same. Only difference is that instead of using is, am, are, we use was or were. With he, she, it, I, or singular noun, we use was, and with rest we use were. And the rest of the structure, ing form, that is same. Okay. In negative sentences, again that is same, only we have to insert not with was or were. Was not, were not, and the rest of the structure is again same. Okay, here we go with interrogative sentences, and in this case we'll bring was or were in the start of the sentence and we'll put a question mark at the end, and the rest of the structure is again the same. Okay, now it's very important, the time expression. Here we use yesterday, or we even specify a very specific time at 7 o'clock. We use while, when, all day, etc. Such type of expressions are used here. Let's see some of them, how to use. What is the usage of this tense? It is used to talk about the continued past actions. For example, the children were doing their homework at 3 p.m. So we use this tense to talk about continuous past actions. Okay, the next usage of past continuous tense is continued past action till another action interrupts. So let's see the example. I broke my leg when or while I was skiing. So you can see here that there are two clauses in this sentence. Two parts of sentence are there. So you can see that the first part is in I broke my leg. This is in simple past, and the second part is when I was skiing. This is in past continuous tense. So you can see that here the usage is that continued past action. So continued past action is when I was skiing. So the action which is another action interrupts. So the action which is interrupting, that is in simple past. I broke my leg. Okay, let's see another example. The audience was applauding until he fell off the stage. Again, here you can see first clause and this is the second clause. So the first clause, the audience was applauding. So this is in past continuous tense, and the second is he fell off until he fell off the stage. This is the action which is interrupting the other action. So this is in simple past tense. So this is very important. You need to keep this thing in mind. Okay, now let's start talking about future continuous tense. So future continuous tense, here again it's too simple, just like the other two. Here instead of using was or were, we use will be or shall be. So with the he, she, it, singular noun or plural noun or you or they, with all these we use will be. With I or we only we use shall be, ing form of verb. And if it is a negative sentence, then only we have to insert not. But you need to be very careful that it will be after will or shall. So it will become will not be or shall not be. So rest of the structure will be same. Okay. In interrogative, obviously will and shall will come in the start, but be will be before ing form of verb. Will he be playing cricket? Question mark. Shall I be playing cricket? Question mark. So be will be before ing form of verb. Okay, let's discuss the time expression. Tomorrow, next week, month or year, in an hour, soon, in future, later this week or this time next week, etc. So these type of expressions are used here. What is the usage? Continued future actions. When we talk about these future actions, we use continued future actions. We use this type of tense. For example, this time tomorrow I shall be celebrating my birthday. So it is also used for predictions. When you predict something, for example, don't call them now, they will be having dinner. So this is the prediction, because she's saying that don't call them, and she's predicting that they'll be having dinner. So when we talk about the predictions, so we use this type of tense. Okay. Urdu identification of continuous tenses. As you also do the Urdu version, translation from Urdu to English or English to Urdu, so you should know the difference between these identifications. So present continuous tense, for that the sentence ends with raha hai, rahi hai, rahe hain, and in past continuous tense the sentence ends on raha tha, rahi thi or rahe the, and in future continuous tense raha hoga, rahi hogi or rahe honge. So hope you have understood all the concept. Even if there is any sort of ambiguity left, you can ask your teacher. And here is the assignment for you. You can just do this activity on practice notebook and send the image to your teacher. So there are a few sentences, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences only you have to do, because this is very simple tense and you can do it very well and very easily, inshallah. So good luck for the assignment and best of luck for your future. Allah Hafiz.